What's up, guys? This is another League of Legends gameplay commentary. This time I'm playing Garen top lane. Uh, Post gameplay commentary. I initially tried to record this game live, but I've been having a little trouble with my recording software, so it'll start bugging out when I'm recording it live. Trying to figure that out. I have less problems recording a post game, so that's what I'm doing for now, just to be able to get another video uploaded. This game I'm versus a Renekton top lane, so Renekton is a scary lane matchup. So started with cloth armor and 4 potions. Um, I am running Storm Raiders Surge. Pretty much, unless I have a reason to go something else, I just always go Storm Raiders. Okay, so if you're careful versus Renekton, you can harass him with Q a bit. Your Q does more damage than his Cole the Meek or whatever it's called. His spin thing. Unfortunately, he has more range on you, so he can't poke you in. So versus Renekton, just play safe. Uh, get those last hits under tower. Yeah, it's comforting to see your bot lane get double killed 3 minutes in. But yeah, so Renekton is a matchup I prefer to max Q in, just to be able to, if I can get in and silence him before he pops his stun, I can walk away for free, and I will win that trade. Renekton only wins the trades if he gets his stun off on you. But even then, a few tricks for out-trading Renekton even after he stuns you. If you pop your spin before he stuns you, like there, he stunned me, but my spin was already up, and as your spin is not a channel, it won't cancel it. So Gragas comes in, has a good flash body slam. Once I know I'm in range to flash auto attack him, I have my Q already buffered so I can flash in. Your Q, unless you lose vision, the auto attack will go through as long as it's been started before they jump or flash. So Renekton still flashed, but I flashed first and got my auto attack off on him. So good start. Killed Renekton. That was a good gank by Gragas. So here I think about recalling, then I realize I have a big enough wave where I can duel him. Um, and I don't want him to freeze that wave. So he does do quite a bit of damage, but I do see he is starting to shove the wave. So recall and get myself Ninja Tabby, um, just to get rid of as much kill pressure as possible from Renekton. Renekton went double longsword first, which is hard countered by Ninja Tabby. And so you can see I win trades pretty hard. Like if I get in that yeah, so my silence is doing, or my Q is doing probably about 200 damage, and silence is, it's pretty close to just flat out proccing my Storm Raiders. So I can pretty much silence him, activate my spin, get 1 or 2 ticks, which will proc my Storm Raiders, and then I can walk away for free. Yeah, so see, look, I just keep looking to harass him with my stun. Okay, so now I have 6, and Renekton is not 6, so now I'm looking to jump on top of it. Well, silence him and ult him before he has time to get 6 and react. Unfortunately, he does get 6. Yeah. So here, I'm just looking to be able to harass him. So I was hoping he would auto attack me to pick up minion aggro. He didn't, but it's fine. I still got off a Q and only took 1 tower shot in return, which once mitigated by my W did roughly around 80 damage, whereas my Q did probably 160 to Renekton. So, Very favorable trade. I'm keeping that one bush ward. I'm keeping this bush warded, continuing to trade with Renekton, trying to force him to recall, or to be able to silence ult him because I know he has no teleport. Here, I'm starting to be able to freeze the wave, so I stop pushing, just let him recall. Once I'm positive he finishes his recall, I immediately start to shove the wave, because again, I know he has no teleport. So now my goal is to shove in the wave before he gets back. Okay, so now I don't want to be behind in items to Renekton, so I start recalling. Pick up the Caulfield's hammer, Caulfield's Warhammer? Yeah, Caulfield's Warhammer, just for the CDR. Normally I would go lethality first, but not versus such a dominant lane bully like Renekton. Even though I'm ahead, I still don't want to throw my lead by building greedy. I have my ignite up, so I know I have a ton of kill pressure now. So now I'm looking to get him low enough to the point where I can silence ult ignite him. So here you go. He's half health. Silence ult ignite. He can't use his ult to gain his life because he's silenced. And he stepped too close to the bush. That's all that was. Like, he should not have been that greedy versus a Garen that he knows has ultimate. Shove in the wave because I know he still has no teleport. Comes up at the very last second, so he does manage to teleport in and catch most of that wave. So here, I'm trying to pretend that I recalled, but then I see him run to Gragas. I know Gragas should be safe versus Renekton, so I don't immediately roam there to help. I want to shove the wave in. Unfortunately, Gragas just barely lives, so that was a little greedy by me. It ended up working out. Gragas didn't flash or anything, and you can see Renekton just missed almost an entire wave. Backed just because there was nothing for me to be doing at that moment. Okay, so yeah, currently just buying towards Yumu's. Just farming for now. I want to keep trying to trade him. So, Ka comes, I make sure to stay near minions, but I also had my Storm Raiders proc, and Renekton's stun was down, so they had very minimal kill pressure. I wanted to see if I could go find Renekton. Unfortunately, he backed up farther than that. But his teleport's down, so again, I'm going to shove in the wave, just try and make him keep on missing minions. My goal on Garen is to assert lane dominance. So, every time I know his teleport's down, I'm pushing in the wave so that he misses minions. And here, I go for First Blood Tower because my team is going for Infernal Drake. So, we get First Tower bonus, and I believe in a second we get Infernal Drake. Yeah, so there you go. We got both. So now Renekton has his ult up, so I don't want to be fighting him, so I back off. Or start backing off. Here he gets... No, not yet. Okay, so he lets me back off for free. Just letting my passive heal me up. I know I can probably fight Renekton now that he has no ultimate. Yeah, so see, look at that trade. He took half his life and did nothing in return. Morgana's here, so I want to see if I can make something happen. But Renekton backs way off again. So this Renekton's being pretty smart and playing pretty safe after those first 2 kills I got on him. But if you notice, I'm 20 CS up on him and 2 kills. So I have a major gold lead on him. And now I finish my U moves, and start going towards Dead Man's Plate. Yep, just running back to lane. I am so far ahead in lane that there's no reason for me, and my teammates are doing alright, so there's no reason for me to leave Renekton to farm his way back into this game. So I'm staying top lane to continue to keep Renekton shut down. Because I know I will win every trade versus Renekton now because he has minimal defense. I have a completed U-moves and a Ninja Tabby. I have a level lead. I have Ignite Ultimate ready. Like, I have so much kill pressure on this Renekton right now. I'm not scared of anything. And Kha'Zix is villain right now, so if Kha'Zix tries coming, I am relatively confident that I will just be able to um, turn around and one-shot Kha'Zix. Unfortunately, Jinx does pick a villain. Here, Renekton wards the Gromp, but I really want to take this, so I get it low enough to where I can auto-Q reset. And rather than get greedy there, I just go back and shove in this wave again because I don't want to risk running into Renekton Kha'Zix well in isolation. That's the one thing about extending versus a Kha'Zix. Isolation is way too good. So there you go. I took a stun and one tower shot and took about a third of Renekton's life for that trade. Like, just make sure you pop your W before you take the tower shots. Okay. There, I tried to flash silence him before he could ult. He ulted. His reaction speed was actually pretty impressive, but I mean, I was at full life. He was at a third life. So yeah, 3 kills, almost 30 CS up. Jinx trying to go for that cute rocket. Fountain snipe. Still working towards Dead Man's Plate. I'm going this path because they have Ezreal mid lane who has his 2 magic damage abilities. His Q does physical damage. So their physical damage is surprisingly high. I'm not worried about Galio's magic damage at all, so yeah, just going full armor. Okay, so here I'm just trying to keep Renekton off of the minions. Trying to put pressure up top lane. Just to let my team build a lead. That's the thing. If you are the stronger top lane, you should sit there and split push. Because well, if you're on a split push champion, okay, don't be playing something like say Malphite, whose real strategy is to team fight. But yeah, if you're ahead on one of these carry top laners, go ahead and split push. Here we have vision on Galio, so silence him because the only way he can get away fast enough is if he bounces over the wall to where Gragas is. Really easy, simple kill. Here we go in because Kha'Zix is on a ward. I have villain of him. He stealths too quickly, so I believe he actually does get away. That was my bad. I took too long to follow up on it. Go back top, get my farm. 30 CS up on Renekton. So here, Kha'Zix recalled, and I saw him on a ward down here headed for Dragon. So I'm like, let's get the Rift Herald. I will be able to delete Renekton. So yep, just get that. And our teammates end up actually securing the dragon. I'm not sure why Kha'Zix didn't go for the steal. Maybe he was worried. Maybe they had no vision and he was worried that Gragas was there. I don't know. I would have gone for a steal, but you know, to each their own. So here, just trying to trade with Renekton. I get a little greedy because he does have his ult up, but you know, Q plus Rift Herald ult ignite is so much burst. And Jinx, I probably could have run in and killed Jinx, but I didn't want to get, yeah, she has no completed items. I'm relatively confident I could have killed her there, but I didn't want to get too greedy. And she thought I was in Tribush. So I recall, complete my Dead Man's Plate. And what do I go for next? Okay, So I bought a Phage, so I'm going for a Black Cleaver now because Renekton has his Sunfire Cape. Okay, speed this up. Yep. So far ahead, just go back to split pushing, 20 CS up, 5 kills. Renekton's participated in no kills so far, so he's way behind in gold. So a couple come top. But you know, that's good. That means they're sending more manpower to stop one person. So Gragas is here, so I start trying to help them. Galio does a good job at walling me off away from Gragas, but I can destroy Galio, so that's like a free kill. My teammates roamed, killed Kha'Zix, and yeah, so pretty much they were chasing Gragas, I was coming in from behind. My teammates were coming to support, so that ended up being a one for three. Um, I am 2 levels up on Renekton, so I am way stronger. I have Rift Herald. 7 kills now, like, I am so big. Um, okay, just keep pushing. So yeah, you can see, if you manage to get the lead in your lane, just stick to split pushing and just put so much global pressure on the map. I believe in a second they're about to surrender. So, but yeah, I mean, Renekton can barely do anything to me. I'm slowly whittling away on the tower. Here, I'm just trying to get him low enough so that in about 30 seconds when my ult is up, I can use it, but they do end up surrendering. But yeah, so I had pretty much one gank from Gragas early on, then I proceeded to snowball my lane just from outplaying the Renekton. And yeah, so if you have your lead, what to take away from this, if you have your lead in lane, just go ahead and continue to bully your lane opponent. Um, yeah, if your team's really struggling, but you think you can win team fights, you may want to consider grouping with them. But if your team's struggling and you're insanely fed, don't go group. Instead, apply as much pressure top as possible, or bot, just depending on where you need to be putting pressure. And if you're good enough to the point where you can consistently get 2 or 3 kills and what, like in this game, if Kha'Zix ever came, I would turn around and get a double kill, easy. Um, but yeah, so split push pressure is such a big deal in games like this. Thanks for watching. Hep the Strike signing out.